Basketball fans, you've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you exciting NBA action. In this game, we'll see the Oklahoma City Thunder against the Golden State Warriors. With Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke, this is Brian Anderson, plus our reporter, Allie LaForce. The starters for the Golden State Warriors. Jimmy Butler out there with Stephen Curry. Then it's Kristaps Porzingis. Then it's Moody, and it's Green in at the power forward position. Here's Curry, following the bucket by Oklahoma City. And that's good. His first bucket of the game. And if you're a fan of strong post play, you're in for a treat tonight.
Boy, P.A., do you remember when the conversation was, you don't need centers anymore? Guess what? We're back at it. Two of the best at the 5 spot in this one. Being ready on the catch, such an important skill, and Luke Dort's confidence really starting to grow.
And there's the screen. The 3 from Curry. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Now here's Dort. Taking a look at his production. Averaging just over 8 points a game. Gilgeous-Alexander's shot is good.
Now this is his bread and butter, folks. SGA lives inside the painted area.
About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Outside Curry. Pass to Moody. Back to Curry. Shot clock at 6. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Curry's got 7.
Well, this to me is just a testament to the overall ability on the offensive end from Steph Curry. It doesn't matter if he's on the interior and has to face quality defense. He can still score it.
Now here's Wallace. Looking at his stats, he's putting up about 7.5 per game. Curry with a steal. To the paint. Here's Moody. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. Lou Dort picks one up. This is his first trip to the free throw line tonight.
Shooting 2.
And that one drops. So now they lead by 1. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. The Thunder have gone 3 of 3 so far from the floor. Dort outside. Pass to Holmgren. 3-pointer. And he buries his first look.
I love the execution we are seeing thus far. 4 shots and 4 makes.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. When it comes to the scoring ability of Chet Holmgren, there's a lot to talk about, Doris.
Oh, come on, B.A. This guy's 7'1" and a sweet shooter from long range. He can put it on the deck and get to the mid-range. He can finish at the rim. Oh, my goodness, look out.
And Steve Kerr wants a timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. And with the playoffs around the bend, here are the Western standings. You look at the Warriors, and they're sitting with the 5th seed in the conference currently. And, of course, Oklahoma City, 2 spots below.
Right now, for the Thunder, it's been a disappointing year for them. Now, even though they're in the mix, they're not the dominant squad a lot of us thought they'd be.
Yeah, but let's not call it a lost season yet. There's still the possibility that they can make a strong run of the playoffs. And if that happens, all their regular season woes will be forgotten.
And it's blocked by SGA.
Well, 6'6" with excellent defensive instincts. SGA, one of the best shot blocking guards in the league.
Wallace misses.
Ooh, couldn't quite get that one. 4 for 5.
Outside, Green. To the inside. And it's hammered home by Green.
Boy, how hard is Draymond Green to handle in the pick and roll? And it doesn't matter whether he's the guy handling the basketball or in this instance, he's the guy rolling to the rim.
And here are the Thunder now. After the Warriors picking up a basket just a moment ago. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Holmgren. And that one drops for him. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 6.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Okay, a chance to look at some numbers for DeAnthony Melton.
And over the last 5 games, his field goal percentage has increased. And you can make a case his confidence as well because of this.
Thunder with a lead. And here's SGA. 27 points his last game. Rebounded by Butler.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
Right, he stays connected and great timing on the contest.
It's good. He's got 9.
Boy, every time he goes up now, it just looks like the shot's going in. He's perfect from the field in this quarter.
Dort, the pass to Williams. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 6 to shoot. Screen by Holmgren. There's the 3. Ooh, another miss by Gilgeous-Alexander.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Down low. And stolen by Williams. In transition, here they come. Holmgren, the pass to SGA. Fires for 3. And another miss by Oklahoma City. And so it's Porzingis with it. He brings it up for the Golden State Warriors. Last time they met was in the Bay Area.
This time around, they're looking for better execution offensively. They have to avoid mistakes.
Well, so many of their problems stem from turnovers. They simply could not take care of the ball, and it cost them in that matchup.
From deep, Holmgren knocks down the triple. Holmgren's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
And Steve Kerr wants a timeout. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. The Thunder making a switch here. Caruso's checked in. And a quick look at the teams who repeatedly get the job done from the line. The Thunder, 3rd. Number 5, the Warriors.
And you really want to see these types of teams attack and draw fouls because they shoot it so well from the line.
Here's Butler. Yet to see a basket. Inside. Here's Green. And it's hammered home by Green.
How easy is it to appreciate the intensity with which Draymond Green plays? Go ahead with power, sir.
So it's Oklahoma City now. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to the Knicks.
It's simple. Your defense has to be razor sharp on the road. You really want to take the crowd out of the game. Easier said than done.
I'll tell you this, it looked like they wanted to get out of town as quickly as possible. The problem is their defense went with them.
Now here's Porzingis, a valuable part of their offense, averaging a little more than 16 a game. 6 on the shot clock. Golden State needs to get off a shot. And here's Butler outside.
Wow, I mean, the 7'6" wingspan coming in handy. Holmgren loves swatting away shots just like this.
We got to see that one again. That block was all-out effort.
What a play. I mean, that'll have the offense thinking twice about taking shots in his presence.
The Thunder have gone 6 of 11 so far. Dort outside. Pass to Holmgren. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. No good with the triple. Golden State has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Here's Curry. And here's Porzingis. Outside, Green. To the right side. From outside the arc. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Holmgren, the pass to SGA. Drills it from deep. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 9.
He drops yet another dime. Just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Butler against SGA. Shoots over SGA. No good there with a step-back J.
Listen, that's a good shot for him. He just couldn't connect.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
A bit ago, Mark Dagnall and I were able to chat. On the topic of Curry, Coach said, it's like playing a game of tag. He continued, we had our wings chase our guards around in practice, and everyone is on notice. We all know how good he can be. The important thing is to not take any plays off. We'll stay sharp, or he'll remind us, that's for sure. Back to you.
And Allie, thank you for that. Warriors trail by 5. Outside Curry. Pass to Green. And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
That's 4 turnovers for them in this one. Just lazy play early.
Isaiah Hartenstein's checked in for Chet Holmgren. And Golden State also making a switch. Al Horford's checked in for Porzingis. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Hartenstein with a screen on Butler. Gilgeous-Alexander from outside. And he scores it. Now 5 of 9 from the field.
The big story thus far, how well they've shot the rock.
Butler against Gilgeous-Alexander. The basket counts and 1. He'll go to the line, a chance at a three-point play.
This, to me, is how Butler hurts you. The athleticism, the strength, the body control, draws the whistle, still finishes the play.
Oklahoma City making a switch here. McCain's checked in. And the free throw, no good. Well, Doris, the end of the regular season fast approaching. Are most teams where you expect them to be?
No, I mean, there's always some big surprises, right? That's what makes this game so compelling. There's never a way to predict who's going to rise and fall throughout the year. There's always something unexpected. Well, sometimes the best strategy is get Jimmy the basketball and let the Butler do the work.
Hartenstein with a screen on Butler. And the officials will call the illegal screen here.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
Now here's Butler. 29 points for him last game against Houston. The three from Curry. And a great assist by Butler as that one goes. Butler's got his third assist of the night.
It would be easy to take for granted the greatness we see every time Stephen Curry hits the floor. Another special performance right now.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got 12. And down it goes. 2 points. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 14 points.
Boy, this guy making the most of his chances here, really giving his team a lift.
Warriors trail by 3. Now Curry. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against the Rockets in Houston.
It wasn't just the scoring. He got others involved, too.
Now here's Butler. Over SGA. Butler can't get it to go.
Boy, not his best quarter. He's trying to break through.
Pass to Hartenstein. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's covered by Curry. Gilgeous-Alexander, good. And now a 5-point Thunder lead.
And he's carried them this quarter, a dominant offensive stretch.
.151 left in the first quarter here. Outside Curry. Here's Butler, and the bucket counts, and he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a 3-point play.
Shooting one.
This is his second trip to the line in the game. Chet Holmgren, he's checked in for Oklahoma City.
One shot.
What I love most about Jimmy Butler is his will to win and the capacity he has to take his teammates right along with him.
Now here's SGA. He's got 16 to the middle. Here's Hartenstein. And Hartenstein slams it in.
Wow, it's exactly how you lead someone with the pass. Beautifully done.
And so it's Butler who brings up the ball for the Warriors. Trailing by 4. Doris from the 11th pick in 2018, the last year's league MVP. How did Shai Gilgeous-Alexander make that kind of leap?
Well, you don't get there without incredible work habits. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander puts time in the offseason to grow every single aspect of his game. There's also maturity he plays with beyond his years. You can't speed him up. He's a 3-level scorer, and he contributes to one of the most dangerous defenses in the league.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. The stats he's putting up, impressive. Averaging around 30.5 points a game. Warriors trail by 4. To the inside, Horford. And Horford powers it home.
Well, Al Horford does not mind sending a message now and then. How about that easy flush?
There's 47 seconds left in the first quarter here. Holmgren with a screen on Melton. And there's the call on Al Horford. That's his first foul. Oklahoma City making a switch here. Mitchell's checked in. Outside McCain. Hartenstein a screen. 5 to shoot. And it's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Oklahoma City will keep it. And that shot was going nowhere thanks to that aggressive swat.
And this is exactly why he's out here, in order to block shots in tight games like this.
From deep, Mitchell. And that's good. His first bucket of the game. 24 seconds left to play in the first quarter. He's guarded by Caruso. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. What a performance for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He has been the story for the Oklahoma City Thunder. An insane quarter. No one could stop him. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Thunder?
Well, we're in the era of the three-point basket. So if you want to win games in this league, you have to connect from deep, and they have been thus far.
Yeah, and their assertiveness in the paint so far tonight has been impactful. They're really making it hard for the interior defense.
Two big bodies inside with Holmgren and Hartenstein in the middle. Jared McCain out there with Mitchell. And it's Caruso in at the small forward position. That's the lineup out there for the Thunder. And that one's good. Holmgren.
Lackluster defense, showing no desire to chase shooters off that line.
Here's Melton. Tipped.
Man, tough defense from Isaiah Hartenstein. He's not having it at the rim.
Outside Mitchell. Back to Holmgren. Here's the three. Offensive board. Hartenstein. Here's McCain. Screen by Holmgren. There's Holmgren on the slam.
And before he even leaves the floor, Holmgren has the ball at rim level.
Warriors trail by 8. Melton outside. Over Mitchell. Melton misses. Oklahoma City has gone 7 of 14 from the perimeter in this one. McCain shot is off. The Warriors have gone just 1 of 3 to begin the second quarter. Pass to Melton. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. Holmgren's got 4 rebounds now. Here's McCain. And here's Caruso outside. Pajimski grabs the board. And so it's Golden State with it. 8-point game. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule. They lost to the Rockets.
And it was an awful game defensively. They lost the individual matchups, and the help was slow to rotate.
I'll tell you this, if you're going to allow your opponent to make that many shots, you have got to be as solid on the offensive end. And clearly, they were not.
And so Mark Daigneault will call a timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Wallace, he's checked in for McCain. Moody's checked in for the Warriors. With this break in the action, let's take a look at the NBA's highest scoring team since the All-Star break. Number 5, the Warriors.
Since the All-Star break, this squad has been on fire on offense, looking like a well-oiled machine and taking and making high percentage shots.
Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Wallace outside. Back to Holmgren. Porzingis grabs the board. Porzingis has got his 4th rebound in this one. Pass to Pajemski. The 3 is up. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
Well, what you love about Kristaps Porzingis at 7'3", he can see over any defender, and he's a terrific passer, guys.
Thunder leading by 3. And the foul called on Brandon Pajemski. That's his first foul of the game. And here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Wallace, left side, fires the 3. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at it.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Now here's Pajemski. He's got 5. Pass to Melton. Just 5 on the clock. Let's go with a 3. The Thunder with the rebound.
Listen, let's not put it lightly. This guy has really struggled here.
Wallace with it. Outside Mitchell. Takes the 3. And again, Oklahoma City with a triple.
This team looks to him to score the ball. They feel good when he's taking the shots.
Now here's Melton. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against Houston.
And the other thing, guys, he really got after it on the backboards. What a complete game for this guy.
Oh, yeah. That'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam. Here's Wallace. A little mid-range shot is up. He's looking good. 2 buckets in 3 attempts.
Well, you give him that good a look, he is going to typically make you pay.
Pass to Melton. There's the triple. Nails it. And he's 1 for 5 with that one.
Boy, you give this guy a half-decent look from distance, and he's going to make you pay.
And here's Mitchell. 6 points for him. It's Holmgren, high post. Wallace outside. Ball stolen. And they're running. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, Brian. The Warriors are trying to maximize what Steph Curry has left. Coach Kerr said, quote, "What we're watching with Steph is one of the greatest artists of all time in his twilight. What can we do to give him the best chance to perform, to make the game easier for him?" That's where we are. Back to you.
Looking to stay in the mix. Allie, thank you.
Boy, this has not been his night. The effort's certainly there, but he looks disjointed.
Just a millisecond late. So close to coming up with a steal there.
Absolutely appreciate the effort, though. He really went after it. So close.
And so Mark Daigneault will call a timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. So for Oklahoma City, Jalen Williams, he's checked in for Hartenstein. And Gilgeous-Alexander is subbed in for Mitchell. Wallace outside. Williams on the wing. There's a screen. A shot from the mid-range. Rebounded by Butler. And so it's Butler who brings up the ball for the Golden State Warriors. They trail by 6. That's tipped. Outside, SGA. Clock at 6. Caruso outside. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Warriors trail by 6. Outside Porzingis. And here's Butler outside. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. Holmgren's got his 5th rebound in this one. Curry with it. Watched by Wallace. In transition, here come the Warriors. Got a hand on it. They recover it. Oklahoma City leading by 6. Here's Holmgren. Down low. Holmgren drops it in.
Scoring well this quarter, picking up steam as he goes.
Golden State has gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter in the second so far. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's SGA. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Horford. Just a superb read on defense to come up with the block.
Oh my, and that was textbook defense, positioning himself well to send it back.
So for Oklahoma City, Hartenstein comes in for Holmgren, and Jared McCain subbed in for Caruso. And the Warriors making a switch here. Gilgeous-Alexander finds Hartenstein. Here's Wallace. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Wallace has got 7 now in this quarter.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Here's Butler. He's got 7. Outside Curry. Fires from deep. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Hartenstein's got his 8th rebound here tonight.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Hartenstein. Shot's good. SGA making the play. SGA's got his 4th assist with that last one. Warriors trail by 12. And Steve Kerr wants a timeout. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. And Grant, when talking about certain players, we hear expressions like, he does the little things, or he does the dirty work. What does all that mean exactly?
You know, it's about what doesn't show up in the box score. Setting good screens, winning those 50-50 balls, hustling back on defense. Often, it's just as important as putting up those points.
All right, let's go to the stats for a moment and show you this season's steals leaders. The 4th spot held by Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
And he's such a plus defensively for his team. Those steal numbers scare opponents and lead to fast break buckets.
Now here's Moody. Williams defending. Outside Curry. Takes a three. There he is. The three-point king delivers on cue.
The threes keep coming in the illustrious career of one Mr. Stephen Curry.
Williams looking around. Gets his second attempt to go. Now he's 1 for 2.
And he's just crushing them with plays like that. I mean, just continuing to pile it on.
You want to make sure your opponent knows they have absolutely zero chance of a comeback, and nice finish by him.
Now Butler. He has 7. And looking at Jalen Williams, is there a part of his game you like best, Grant?
You know, it's tough to pick just one, B.A. He's such an all-around player. He can guard point guards, post players, you name it, and can score from anywhere on the court.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 16 points for him. Oh, it's blocked by Gilgeous-Alexander.
That's aggressive defense. Shea always competing on that end of the floor.
And the fans love seeing incredible moments on defense like that block.
Yeah, good offense comes from great defense. This lead is only getting stronger with plays like that.
Chet Holmgren, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Dort comes in for McCain. Here's Moody. 5 points in the game. Back to Curry. Jacks up a 3. Out of bounds. The Thunder will take it. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Inside. And stolen by Porzingis. Moody passes to Curry. SGA against Butler. And Porzingis with the block.
Oh, that is a big-time block from KP. How about that rim protection?
Tries the spin move. 4 on the clock. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He can't get that one to fall. Warriors trail by 8. Porzingis passes to Butler. Here's Curry from deep three-point range. Offensive rebound. Pass to Moody. Lets the 3 fly. He's off on that one.
And one of the reasons they're down right now is because they've fallen in love with the jump shot.
Dort for 3. Hits the trifecta. So Dort's got 8.
Well, for Lou Dort, it's all about building confidence from three-point territory. This is a growing part of his skill set.
Here's Curry. And again, no good by Golden State.
This has not been his best quarter.
And you know what? They keep calling his number, and they're simply trying to get him out of this funk.
Now here's Dort. 11 points for him last game against the Knicks in New York. Here's Wallace. His 4th make in 5 tries. Solid start for him.
He came up dry offensively in the first, but looks like he's ready to turn it around.
54 seconds left to play in the first half of basketball. Outside Curry. Outside Moody. Pass to Curry. Curry with another miss.
Well, whether it's a defensive adjustment or he's gone just a bit cold, that efficiency has really fallen off this quarter.
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
Here's Butler. He has 7. 27 seconds left in the second. Curry from deep three-point land. Curry with another miss. And SGA has got the ball here for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Here's Wallace. And that comes off the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his 5th assist in this one. Butler taking his time here. And some nice defense there to end the quarter. And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder looking in total control with this 17-point advantage as the buzzer sounds. Up big because of their three-point shooting. Just going to town from downtown tonight. All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Coach Dagnall, pretty good play from this team in the first half. What'd you like best?
Yeah, I think we've done a good job defensively. That's gotten us out on the break. We're sharing the ball. We're shooting with confidence. Taking it possession at a time. That's who we are.
Confidence is king.
Thank you, Allie. Good stuff. We will be right back after this break for the beginning of the third quarter.
Hey there and welcome. It's getting hot in here and the postseason hunt is getting even hotter. Never a better time for a look at the league power rankings.
Well, looking at the Warriors, they take a tumble in the rankings. I mean, dropping down 4th after a challenging week.
Still in the top 4, though, which is a fine spot for them to land. Now let's talk about that lopsided first half. Obviously, a lot of work to do for the Golden State Warriors.
Instead of rebounding, they're just watching. So annoying.
Yeah, we thought this might be a weak spot for them, but come on, man. You got to compete.
And that'll do it for us. Thanks for stopping by. We'll head back down to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the third quarter.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You know, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has been exceptional here, guys.
Yeah, I love how effortlessly he scored. The game just comes so easy for him.
And let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
Warriors trail by 17. Kicking off the second half, here's Steve Kerr's 5. We've got Butler, Green out there with Kristaps Porzingis. Then there's Stephen Curry, and it's Moody in at the small forward position. Now here's Curry from downtown. Williams grabs the board. Williams has got 6 rebounds here tonight.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Moses Moody. That's his first foul. Porzingis against Holmgren. Wallace, the pass to Holmgren. Just 5 to shoot. From 18 feet away.
And this is why Draymond is one of the best defenders in the NBA. Constant energy, and it's absolutely infectious.
The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way. That'll put Shai Gilgeous-Alexander on the line. That's on Jimmy Butler. Oklahoma City shooting their first foul shot of the night.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Gilgeous-Alexander, no good on the free throw. Well, Doris, when it comes to the mid-range game, is anyone better than SGA?
Boy, when you think of the all-time efficient greats, Kevin Durant comes to mind. When SGA is carving out that kind of career, you can post him from the mid-range. His handle gets him to the spots on the floor he wants. He wears that area of the floor out.
Here's SGA, following the score by Golden State. The shot's good. Gilgeous-Alexander's gotten 4 this quarter.
And force feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
Pass to Porzingis. Outside Butler. 3-pointer. He buries it from 3. Butler's got 10.
They can see Jimmy Butler moving without the basketball, getting into his shot window, and that's a nice catch and shoot.
Dort, a screen on Green. Back to SGA. The Warriors pull it in, trying to claw their way back into this.
And the best way to do that, minimize your mistakes and take good shots.
Green, a screen. The 3 from Curry. Gilgeous-Alexander with a rebound.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
And it's out of bounds to the Thunder as Oklahoma City retains possession. And we got a quick moment to take a look at the long-term rebounding numbers over several seasons for Draymond Green.
Seeing his rebounding numbers go down doesn't come as a surprise. When you're in the league as long as he's been, you start to think about taking care of your body, the longevity part. And that might mean being slightly less aggressive around those young bucks near the hoop. But he's still a valuable piece to have on this roster.
And the shot's good. He's got 13.
And they've really managed to dominate inside.
And so it's Golden State with it. It's an 18-point game. Following this game, they'll hit the road to challenge the Jazz at Delta Center in Utah. That game will conclude the 3-game road trip they're currently on.
His 4th turnover tonight. He's got to play more under control.
Oklahoma City leading by 18. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Williams. SGA, a screen on Green. Wallace outside. Launches a 3. The Warriors pull it in. Porzingis has got his 8th rebound here tonight. Pass to Butler. Back to Porzingis. Now here's Curry. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. Curry's got 19 points.
Boy, Curry just taking over and seemingly able to get anything he wants right now.
We've gone about 3.5 minutes here into the third. Butler against Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Holmgren. Oh, and a great assist by SGA. That one goes in. Holmgren's got 15.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
And here are the Warriors now, following the bucket by Oklahoma City. Moody passes to Butler. Shoots over SGA. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. And now with a break in the action, here's a look at some of the best passing big men in the league this season. In the third spot, Draymond Green.
And you have to credit the high basketball IQ of these bigs. They see the floor so well, and that's whether they're facing up or dishing out of the post.
A feel for the game and terrific court vision. There's not an angle or an open teammate that they won't spot and find right away. The simple little draw and dish play is elevated to an art form by that group.
Butler hits them both.
Boy, at his best, Jimmy Butler is a versatile scorer, inside and outside. But what I will most remember him for, his competitive toughness.
Now here's Wallace. He's got 13. Holmgren against Porzingis. Holmgren, the pass to Wallace. Williams on the wing. Misses the 3.
And lockdown defense against one of the best three-point shooters in the league.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, guys. Stephen Curry is nearing the finish line. He said every year there's some new style, new energy coming through that challenges you. And seeing these young dudes come up and understanding how much talent there is, this is not going to be around forever. So enjoy every moment of it. Guys?
Thanks a lot, Allie. And so Mark Daigneault will call a timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. On defense, the Warriors. Trailing by 13. Curry with a steal. Outside Porzingis. Butler passes to Porzingis. Back to Butler. Over SGA. Butler pushing through the contact.
Relentless effort right there from Jimmy Butler to finish that play.
So it's Oklahoma City now. SGA deciding where to go with it. Hits the target from 18 feet. SGA's got 22. And so it's Butler who brings up the ball for the Warriors. It's a 13-point game. Pass to Curry. The three is up. Dort grabs the miss.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
13 feet out. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Beating the contact. Gilgeous-Alexander.
Oh my goodness, how good was that move by Shea, creating a bucket. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo.
Warriors trail by 15. Outside, Green. Pass to Moody. Back to Green. The three from Curry. And that one's good. And Green with the assist. Curry's got 10 points now, just in this quarter. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. And Butler with the block.
This guy's such a defensive leader. The intensity, the willingness to put yourself out there. That's a nice block.
And it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Thunder.
Their defense has been on point all game long. They're out hustling the shooters and swatting down plenty of shots.
And you also have to love the way they've gotten out and run in transition. A ton of good chances tonight simply from being willing to run the floor.
Doors for teams looking to trade away a big money player. It seems the landscape is getting more challenging.
BA, to me, roster construction is one of the single most difficult things in this league. First and foremost, there are rules in place that restrict salary acquisition. The other piece of this is there are now second aprons in place. So it's not just roster construction, it's sustaining a quality roster over time and keeping that continuity. Success in this league is tough.
Al Horford's checked in for Kristaps Porzingis. Oklahoma City leading by 7. And so Mark Daigneault will call a timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over.
They're looking to do something to stop this run. They have to get back on track.
Really needs to settle his guys down right now and get them refocused.
Here's Holmgren. 15 points in the game. Dort outside. Caruso with it. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
Boy, how about the toughness of Caruso battling through the foul and making the bucket?
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
One shot.
Doris, Alex Caruso, known for his defensive presence.
I don't know which aspect of his game on that end of the floor to talk about. His ball pressure at the point of attack is elite, but you can also put him off the ball if you need to, and he can get into passing lanes and be disruptive. If you need him to guard up a position, he can do that as well. The versatility is probably the thing that makes him dominant.
Outside, Williams. Now here's Caruso. Dort, a screen on Horford. Shot clock at 5. From deep. Horford pulls it in.
And that's exactly how tightly you have to guard him every time he steps to the arc. He's just that good.
Butler, a screen on SGA. Outside Curry for 3. And that comes off the assist by Green. Green's got his 3rd assist of the night.
And what an impact he's making from beyond the arc. A big three-pointer to narrow this lead.
That's where the bulk of his offense has come from, and they're going to need a few more of them before this one's over.
Oh, Williams with the block.
And Williams getting his timing just right on the block. Defending with purpose.
And now it's time to take another view of that huge swat.
Yeah, just some terrific effort there. And you know the whole team will get an energy boost off a block like that one.
Here's Curry, and he's got 28 now. Fires the 3, connects from downtown. And now just a 4-point Oklahoma City lead.
His points are really adding up from the three-point line. He had 9 from distance in the first half, and he's only getting better.
And they call an illegal screen here. Here's a look at what's coming up for Oklahoma City. On Monday, they'll be taking on Nikola Jokic and the Denver Nuggets. Then on Thursday, they'll be facing Jason Tatum and the Boston Celtics.
And for their matchup with the Timberwolves, they'll want to come out fighting in that one. They'll be big-time underdogs, but anything can happen.
Here's what Oklahoma City's going with right now. Hartenstein comes in for Williams, and Jared McCain subbed in for Dort. Post is checked in for the Warriors. Screen by Post. And here's Curry for 3. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. Hartenstein's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Outside, SGA. Pass to Holmgren. 6 to shoot. Beat the shot clock, but it's off the mark. Warriors trail by 4. Here's Curry. He's got 31. Butler up top. SGA covering. Back to Post. Pass to Butler. The 3. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. Holmgren's got rebound number 8 now. Hartenstein with it. He's against Post. Hartenstein passes to Caruso. Now Holmgren to stop the drought. Oh, Holmgren, the touch from range.
Well, the very definition of a stretch big, right? Chet Holmgren comes in with the reputation as a spacer.
And it's Butler with the ball for Golden State. They trail by 7. Pass to Curry from deep three-point land. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. On the wing, Caruso. Horford covering. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. It's going to be on Quentin Post.
Boy, that's a little bit of physicality, and Caruso does a nice job holding his own.
And he's gone 1 for 1 in the game so far at the line. first one falls.
What you love about Alex Caruso is the IQ he brings to both ends of the floor. Defensively, he's always anticipating, always pressuring, and offensively, he will make the right play.
Mitchell's checked in for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Podziemski's checked in for the Warriors. Melton comes in for Butler, and Caruso drops them both. 1:06 left in the third. Warriors trail by 9. He's guarded by Caruso. Over to the wing. Mitchell against Melton. 4-3. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. Holmgren's got 9 rebounds now.
And they're doing strong work on the glass. A +5 advantage for them.
Pass to Caruso. Back to Mitchell. 6 on the shot clock. A deep 3. They get it again. Here's Hartenstein.
I got to give credit to Hartenstein right there. Makes the defense react, and he ends up drawing the contact.
Oklahoma City shooting their 5th and 6th free throw attempts tonight.
Shooting 2.
The first free throw is good.
Sometimes in this league, you just have to be patient. Isaiah Hartenstein, a second-round pick, he has now become an invaluable asset to his team.
That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2.
Yeah, they've really made a concerted effort to get to the line here in the second half.
Pass to Melton. Here's post. And it's in! Oh! Nails the buzzer beater! Are you kidding?
Huge 3 to cut it to single digits. They're hoping that energy carries into the fourth quarter here.
What a performance for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He has been the story for Oklahoma City. He's been lighting it up tonight. 24 points. Back after this. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
Well, we have some elite passing big men in the NBA, and you love that skill. Wow.
Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Oklahoma City leading by 7. Williams is out there with Isaiah Hartenstein. Then it's Cason Wallace. Then there's Mitchell. And it's Caruso in at the 3, the small forward. That's the lineup out there for the Thunder. Now here's Butler. Up top, Horford. Pass to Melton. Horford, a screen on Caruso. Back to Horford. The 3 ball. Williams grabs the board. Williams has got rebound number 8 here already in the game. And Hartenstein gets it to go.
You see, Hartenstein keeps the game simple. Close shot, make the bucket. Simple.
Warriors trail by 9. Outside Butler. Lets it go from deep. And the foul on Alex Caruso. That's his first foul of the game. Beyond the arc.
Boy, defense easily the best part of Alex Caruso's game. That is big-time work on that end.
And Hartenstein slams it in.
Woo! His energy is unmatched.
The finish in transition, nice and easy.
We played just over a minute here in the fourth. Knocks it loose. Wallace outside. Melton against Caruso. Pass to Mitchell. And here's Caruso. Now Wallace. 5 on the clock. On the wing, Mitchell. And the 3 off target. Caruso against Melton. Right side, Butler. Emphatic finish from Butler.
We are talking about an elite scorer. Jimmy Butler right now has every aspect of his game working.
We're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. And here's Wallace. Left side, Williams. Back to Wallace. Shot clock at 6. Hartenstein with a screen on Melton. Wallace misses. Warriors trail by 9. Melton outside. And stolen by Hartenstein. Wallace outside. Horford with a steal. And the Warriors pushing it up now. From deep, Melton nails it from beyond the arc. Thunder leading by 6. Outside, Williams. Wallace outside. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back.
Boy, that's his second 3. First of this half, though.
Pass to Horford. Now here's Melton. Watched by Wallace. Launches it. Melton misses.
And you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look.
Now here's Wallace. He's covered closely. Here's Williams. Rebounded by Butler.
Sometimes it's just not your night. Fortunately, his teammates have picked up the slack.
And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. And the first one at the line is good.
And they've done well from the free throw line this half. No misses yet.
Dort, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. And Golden State also making a switch. Green is checked in. That one's no good.
Oh, love the intensity in which they're hitting the boards.
Outside Mitchell. Pass to Wallace. Here's Hartenstein. It's stolen by Green. Green on the attack. It's blocked.
Always looking for opportunities to let you feel him on the defensive end. Go ahead, Isaiah.
It's time to take a glance again at that superb block.
Amazing indeed. And getting stops like that only encourages them to keep attacking on the offensive end.
Here's Butler. And that comes off the assist by Green. 23 points for Jimmy Butler.
Showing more patience this half. His shot selection has improved, and his field goal percentage is rising.
Mitchell, the pass to Dort. Now here's Williams from the line. That shot is off.
Boy, his teammates have really picked him up. But I'm sure, boy, they'd love something down the stretch out of this guy.
Down the first one. A different look for Oklahoma City. Chet Holmgren, he's checked in for Hartenstein. Caruso comes in for Williams. And Gilgeous-Alexander is subbed in for Mitchell. Kristaps Porzingis, he's checked in for the Warriors. Stephen Curry comes in for Butler. So he gets them both.
Yeah, they're playing catch-up at this point, but they've done a nice job at the free throw line here in the second half.
Wallace outside. Caruso outside. 6 to shoot. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Alex Caruso playing bigger than his size. Nice.
Here's Melton. Outside Curry. Back to Moody. This one's a 3. And that comes off the assist by Green. Green's got his 5th assist in this one.
This is anyone's game now, and they have the momentum.
Probably the most important thing is they regroup. They worked out some of their frustrations, and now they're starting to have some fun.
Now here's SGA. Back to Wallace. Caruso, a screen on Curry. 5 to shoot. Wallace, the pass to Dort. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. And so it's Porzingis with it. He brings it up for the Warriors. It's a 3-point game.
Bad defense, bad shot. Neither working on that play.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. It's good. Only a few seconds into the shot clock. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 10 points here in the second half. Now here's Curry. Watched by Wallace. Outside for Green. And stolen by Caruso. And a fast break now for the Thunder. Count that bucket.
Wow, that is so strong. Caruso anticipating the contact and makes a heck of a play.
Foul. Elbow. 2.
The Thunder making a switch here. Williams is checked in. And Golden State also making a switch. Butler's checked in for Moody.
1 shot.
And Caruso no good on that one. Warriors trail by 7. Back to Curry. Oh, got a piece of it. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Dort. Curry looking it over. Porzingis sets a screen. Puts up a 3. And Curry is good for 3. Curry's got 34.
I'll tell you, they're leaning hard on this guy, but he's going to need some help here.
Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Nice ball movement by Oklahoma City. And it's Holmgren missing. The Warriors have gone 5 of 11 so far in the 4th. Porzingis misses. Thunder leading by 4. Here's Dort. And he gets it to go.
He has no answer defensively inside.
Now Butler. And Steve Kerr calls timeout. He wants to make sure everyone is aligned, given the situation right now. Wallace, he's checked in for Caruso. Moody's checked in for the Warriors. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
I was able to listen in on what Steve Kerr had to say to the team. And Coach challenged the team, asking them to bring the fight inside, telling them to play with pride, telling the team, you're getting bullied near the hoop. Let's see if it works, guys.
Allie, thank you. Outside Curry. And there's the foul. It's on Cason Wallace. That's his first foul of the game. So it's the Warriors now. They trail by 6. Outside, Green. Green able to hit from 3.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Butler against Gilgeous-Alexander. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Well, the tremendous length at the guard spot that Shai Gilgeous-Alexander presents is a problem for a lot of defensive players.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good.
What you love about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is this young man's work ethic. He is a gym rat who's always looking for ways to improve.
Good on both. And so it's Curry with it. He brings it up for Golden State. It's a 5-point game. Pass to Butler. Just 5 to shoot. Shoots over SGA. And again, it's Golden State.
Whoa, sizzling from the field this half, and that's after a shaky start.
Wallace outside. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Holmgren with a screen on Green. Holmgren outside from behind the arc. The Warriors pull it in. Green's got 5 rebounds in the game. Down low. Here's Moody. And that one is hammered home.
Oh, man. He got fancy with that finish.
He may be trying to provide the spark they need to break this one open. How about that elevated look on the AT&T Connected Cam? For Oklahoma City, they've gone 7 for 15 in the 4th. On the wing, SGA. The rebound by Moody. The Warriors have gotten 8 of 15 during the 4th quarter. Butler to take the lead.
Boy, you almost feel bad for the defender here, right? He tries to challenge Jimmy Butler's shot, times it pretty well, but gets tricked by the pump fake. Oh.
And it's tied up with that one. And that one falls. That puts him up 1 point in the game now.
This guy is such a professional, right? Goes about his business in a highly consistent way.
Now SGA. Jalen Williams. Ooh, the 3 doesn't go.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
And stolen by Williams. Here's Holmgren. Using the glass to lay it in.
These moments are important for Holmgren's development. Needs to keep sinking those big-time shots.
Butler against Gilgeous-Alexander.
Embrace the spotlight, KP. delivery in a big moment for Porzingis.
And SGA has got the ball here for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Here's Holmgren. Wallace outside. Now Gilgeous Alexander. Now Holmgren. He drills the wide open jumper.
He really thrives in high pressure moments. That's a big time play.
Moody! And they get it back. Here's Green. Curry outside. Clock at 6. Now Butler. From deep. Oh, he can't hit it. Ford outside. Now SGA. 17-footer on the way. Yes, sir. Hits the jumper.
The quiet confidence, the ruthless execution. You need a big-time bucket. Shea is on time.
Butler. Outside Curry. Knocks down the trifecta.
And the stakes were high right there. What a bucket.
I'll tell you, that changes things, doesn't it? Good job, young fella. What a game.
And we've got a timeout called by Mark Dagnall. There is a lot on the line, and he is determined to make sure everyone's on the same page. Gilgeous Alexander fires. Oh, the confidence from SGA on that three.
Maybe the most predictable player on the floor in this moment. SGA with a big-time delivery.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout here. And a great call on his part. This is the time you want to be in sync right here. What do you think is going to be their best move at this point?
And there's enough time on the clock to go for a 2-for-1.
32 seconds left to play in the fourth. And stolen by Holmgren. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 19 seconds left in the fourth quarter. 6 on the shot clock. And that's out of bounds. Oklahoma City will keep it. And you got to be in awe of incredible defensive efforts like this.
Oh, terrific defensive intensity right there. Getting stops like that is crucial for them right now.
Two on the clock. And the Warriors call time here. There's 6 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. Let's hear from our analyst. Give us your take on the strategy being discussed right now.
They need to answer fast.
Well, preferably a 3, right? If there's a clean look, take it.
Butler. Curry outside. He launches. So we see Oklahoma City get the win here. Boy, a hard-fought game. They did a great job of holding on to the lead at the end.
Yeah, get the coffee, because that's the way to close. You're going to face some obstacles in the game, but they overcame every one.
And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce, who is now with our player of the game.
Shea, you were using those long arms to be disruptive on the defensive end. What's your focus at that end of the floor?
I'm just trying to be as active as possible. And like you said, getting my length involved, something I've been blessed with, and I just want to use it.
That activity, that length was noticed. Congratulations.
Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Doris Burke, and the rest of our 2K team, this is Brian Anderson signing off. And we present the player of the game, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.